Good morning guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to speak a bit quietly this morning because my husband is still asleep. So this video is going to be about like my morning routine. The reason why I'm going to film it is because what inspired my morning routine was the book The Miracle Morning, which involves joining the 5 a.m. club and personal development. So the basis of the book was that no matter what job, whether it is like being a housewife, whether it's working a corporate career or having your own business, the only way you're going to succeed in life is if you work on personal development, and you should always give yourself time in the morning or whenever it is to work on personal development. So it really did inspire me reading this book because it made so much sense when the guy, I can't remember the author, but when the guy was going on about the benefits of working on yourself and giving yourself the time. So obviously after reading a book you feel inspired, you go and do it. I really saw such a huge difference, and I started this not last year, 2022, and I loved it, and I was up at 5 a.m, sometimes even half 4. And just full on disclaimer, like currently I have really struggled, especially most part of 2023, like towards the end of it, to get up at 5 a.m. I had just a lot going on with me. I wasn't sleeping well, just a lot of stress involved. So for a long time I've not been consistent with the Miracle Morning. It is something that I'm trying to get back into, and even this morning I didn't get up until 6, which is why it's slightly light outside. It's going to get really quite light soon, just to prove. I completely appreciate, like, and I don't think the book goes into it much, but there's so many people that, you know, have kids, have late night work, whatever, that definitely can't join the 5 a.m. club. But I think the importance is that you do wake up earlier than what you normally would for just getting up, getting ready and going to your job or looking after your kids. Like, to just honour yourself and give yourself some time to look after yourself, because I really do notice a difference as soon as I start being consistent with the 5 a.m. club for myself, because I like to be in work for 8. So I have my own company, as you know, but I like to start work at 8 because I like to give myself time in the evening to come back home and finish up a little bit earlier to get to bed early. So that's kind of like my routine. But I just think, like, yeah, if you can, you should try and push yourself to give yourself just an hour or whatever. I love to burn incense in the morning just whilst I'm doing everything. I feel like it like gets the energy flowing for me, so that's what I like about it. And then I burn essential oils in the morning in an oil burner. So that's kind of like how I like to wake up as well. So I'm gonna chat through each thing that I do, and then I'm just gonna film myself doing it because Josh is gonna wake up. He's normally awake way before me, around 5, but I don't want to get in the way of his morning either. So I'm gonna talk through my Miracle Morning first, and then I will edit it in a way so that when I speak about it, you'll see what I'm doing as well. So the first thing I'd be doing in the morning is I would be going down to the gym in my apartment building. I would do half an hour of a workout. Ideally, I like to do 45 minutes, but I'm just not in the normal headspace to be doing 45 minutes. So what I do is I also do 15 minutes of stretching. So I do use down dog on a laptop, and I will do 15 minutes of yoga. So then that gives me like a 45-minute workout. What I'm trying to do is 3 hours of workout every single week. So it's not much, so it's like 4 workouts a week. But during the Miracle Morning, every day I would normally stretch. The workout and going to the gym is more of a bonus for me because I do find it a bit difficult to add a workout in my routine every single day. It's something I am trying to get better at. The reason that working out during the Miracle Morning is quite obvious, to be honest. A lot of people say it starts releasing endorphins, you get pumped up for your day. It's a natural energy booster as well, and obviously it makes you feel good because you have worked out. Like, I know most people that struggle with working out all want to work out. We all want to work out and feel our best and do our best. Plus you feel good about your body, about your health, and it is really important to move your body first thing in the morning, especially if you are work from home or if you just don't give yourself the time. But also in the book it does say not a lot of people have the luxury of 10 minutes of taking silence a day, but what I would say is like just try and give yourself at least 2. So even if you give yourself 2 minutes of silence, I appreciate a lot of people will have kids, I don't have kids, so if you can even give yourself 2 minutes of silence and build on that, I believe it'd be so beneficial for you. Another thing I like to do is journaling. I really find it so beneficial to journal, even if it's a few words, to like share how I'm feeling that day. And it might be, I don't know, everyone has their own way of journaling. I tend to share like my feelings, what's bothered me, what I'm worried about, and I write it down. It really helps me look at my words and be objective with how I'm feeling and figure out whether that really does serve me or whether I'm being a bit daft in my own mind. But it does help me when I write it down to just let it out and just think of whether this is like serving me today or not. Sometimes obviously it's quite deep for me anyway, so it's just being aware that these are my underlying feelings going into today, and if I can do something about it in the morning, can I let it go, or is it something that I need to work on, and what can I do to work on it? So journaling just really does help me, give me a bit of awareness, kind of like get rid of any feelings that I'm holding as well for the day. I'm not saying it's something that can be fixed like within a couple of minutes of journaling. And the kind of time I spend on this, I don't spend too long in my journaling, to be honest. I give it like a couple of minutes. I tend to just only write a few words, but sometimes I do need a good amount of time to write down my feelings when I know I feel quite heavy. But most part of the time I give myself like a few minutes to do some journaling. But you'll know yourself how you feel and how comfortable you are journaling and what kind of practice that feels for you. The last thing on my miracle morning is to read. I love reading so much. What I do notice when I don't do the miracle morning is I don't give myself time to do it. I feel like I'm too busy in the evening, I just want to switch off, or I don't give myself time in the morning whatsoever because I'm just getting ready to go out to work. So that's another thing I like to do in the miracle mornings. I give myself 10 minutes of reading time. The purpose of reading obviously is it gives you more knowledge, it gives you more skills, and it just gives you a bit of time to yourself again. So reading is so important. I don't feel like I need to be on this to tell you how important reading is, but yeah, I do really notice a difference when I read. I feel like, I don't know, a weird bit of confidence, and because I've like learned something new or got a different perspective on things, I do actually gain a lot from reading. I'm not sure if that's for everyone, but I do get this weird sense of like confidence when I know I've read. I have also just googled the miracle morning to see who it was that wrote the book. So that's what the book looks like, the miracle morning. I do have it, and what I actually done as well, I like to highlight bits in a book. So when I read something and something stands out, I like to highlight it so I take it in so I can always go back. So the Miracle Morning is a book that I actually do have that I've highlighted. So I read about that technique in a book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, about when you read a book that you should highlight bits that you have really taken on, or almost like studying a book so you can take it in and you can always go back to it. Also, I woke up with this morning, and I really enjoyed that when reading the book. Sometimes when I know like Joshua wants to read the book, I won't bother doing it because I feel bad, but I'll always take notes when I read a book. But The Miracle Morning was definitely one of them, and it's done by, who is it, Hal Elrod. I don't know who he is, but that is what he has wrote, and I love the book if you want to read more about The Miracle Morning, because I probably don't do it justice. But I will say that I'm going to read out what it says, what the 6 steps are. So this method contains 6 steps: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading and writing. So I kind of adapted it in a way that feels good to me. I would give myself about an hour and a half to do my workout, my 45-minute workout, if I'm doing a 45-minute workout instead of just the yoga. So a Miracle Morning would take about an hour and a half. Otherwise I can do it within an hour, so it just really depends on my day. in how I wake up. But right now I'm really struggling to wake up at 5 most days. It is Ramadan at the minute as well. I've kept one fast, so like you're up in the middle of the night and your sleep's kind of broken, and Joshua's doing it every single day, so because he's waking up, I'm waking up as well. But I'm not using Ramadan as an excuse, but I have been wanting to get back into the miracle morning for a really long time because I do see such huge benefits. But I might even do like a YouTube video of me doing the miracle morning for like a week and documenting it and seeing how I get on. It probably gives me an excuse to really get back into it. But I will say this, like genuinely, I'm not just preaching this because I've read a book. I did do this for like a good part of like, you know, 18 months and reaped so many benefits from it. I felt much happier, I felt healthier as well, I felt much more confident going into my day and much more prepared. I was much more productive as well because I gave myself time. I didn't feel rushed. I felt like I gave myself time in the morning, so I didn't feel stressed. And I do notice how much more stressed I am at the minute because I'm not giving myself time. So I'm kind of in this vicious cycle. Like I can't sleep in the evening because of my stress. I know like waking up in the morning is so beneficial. It's just getting into a routine where I'm consistent with it. I'm just struggling with it at the minute. But I do give myself like time every morning, at least 10 minutes, to even like take some silence or write. But I know the benefits of going through the full miracle morning for me, which is why I wanted to share it. 1, because it will make me do it, and 2, because I wanted to share how beneficial it is. Now that I've shared what I do, I'm gonna get on with my day because it is now nearly 20 to 7. So I've just jumped in for a shower. I've got the same nightie on. I feel like I had to explain myself before I video the rest because I've got the same nightie on I woke up in. I didn't sleep in this. I just like to wear this around the house because it's super cozy. But just please know that I have showered and that was part of my morning routine. I've spent so much time blabbering on YouTube. Thankfully you can't edit because I'm now running late for work. I'm going to show you what I add to my shake. I'm vegetarian for anyone that doesn't know, probably not. And I try and get my protein wherever I can. So I always have a shake. I used to have a smoothie, but add some greens and stuff to it. But I actually really didn't like the bitter taste, and so now I have this very easy shake that I'm going to share with you. So I've been using this for years and years. It's the Raw Sport Collagen. I wouldn't rely on this for as a collagen source, but it's so tasty. It doesn't give you a lot of people that I know that are meat eaters still prefer Raw Sport because it's not whey protein. It has, and this is female specific protein as well, with added micronutrients that supports women's health. But I actually really like the taste of it, and I used to mix it in with milk. I used to mix it in with water, bananas, and like make an actual smoothie out of it. Recently, for the last couple of months, to lower my calorie intake, because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, I only use water, and I do 2 scoops of this in my shake. So I do like 2 heaped spoons, is what it says. And I like to get my greens in, so I always make sure that I have a super greens powder. So this has loads of different stuffs in it. Stuffs? What do you mean stuffs? And I just got this from Amazon. It's all organic stuff as well. So I would highly recommend this. I literally just put like one little scoop of this in, and I believe it comes with a scoop. So it's like this little tiny scoop. So it's literally that, and I just put that in my smoothie. And that is me. So this shake will now do me for my breakfast. I'll have this around like 11 o'clock. I'm also someone that does intermittent fasting. I can do that on another YouTube. So here's me. That was my miracle morning. I'm a bit late for my work, but I'm glad I got this done because I was supposed to get this done a while ago. This is what I'm wearing. I kind of layered everything. It has a bit of a mission this morning because I wasn't feeling myself, but I'm wearing this. You can see how I layered it and how I created the look on my Instagram, which will be linked in the bio. So thanks so much for following my miracle morning journey. Highly recommend buying the book. Highly recommend that you take some time for yourself in the morning, because I already feel much better about my day that I've actually got my YouTube done. It's 8 o'clock. I know I still need to, I normally like to be in the office, but to be honest, I still count this as work, even though it doesn't pay me. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Any comments on how you start your morning, any kind of, yes, how you would sort, I'm blabbing on. Bye.